stubbling, backyard management, all pressing issues in these times, in these trying times. Welcome to Eat Your Backyard, my YouTube channel, where I talk about all kinds of edible things. Sometimes they are tropical, subtropical, edible, fall into other categories. Today I want to talk about if you're going to do what I did, if you're going to take on the goal of transforming your yard into an edible jungle, which produces year-round fruit production, year-round, that's right, then you got to take a few things into account, unless you are the owner of a large property, which I'm not sure how many people are, but I'm not, and I got a little kind of area back here, and when I bought the house years ago, it was mostly just 100% grass. So anyway, it's different now, but my point is I've had to choose where I plant things related to how big they get and the perspective of where the sun comes in from the south, and a lot of factors, the way the wind, the harsh salt wind pounds in this way, the way the sun angles in this way, the way the shade will happen, and how it all has to kind of balance. You know, that's what the yard is. It's a balance. It's the yin and the yang, the chaos of nature, and just enough control applied to go with the flow. Because, you know, just letting go and letting your yard become a unbridled mess is not, to me, the most fun way to have it, but it makes me nervous. So I like a little bit of balance, the Tao of the yard. And one of the things you do is you realize, oh, you got a chocolate pudding tree. This thing was 25 years old, 20 years old, more like. And it's now 45 feet, pressing 50 feet tall, up by these power lines. You bought it, it's like a stick. It's like this big. It was beautiful, and it was shrubby, and the beautiful ornamental glossy green leaves, just such a cool plant. And then it starts with the chocolate pudding fruit, and they just start raining down, and they taste pretty much like the worst fruit you have ever attempted to choke down, in my opinion. But anyway, they're novel and cool, and then it gets to be 50 feet tall, and what do you have to do? Well, obviously you have to readjust, manage it. So I did top it, and it's now regrowing like crazy. But let's put this in perspective of the yard. It's one of many things I interacted with. This tree was all the way out to about here. Brought it all the way back around it. Yeah, why? I do need sun, because if I turn this into all shade, it's not going to be Eat Your Backyard. It's going to be creepy, shady, strongest fruit wins forest. Because like the mango tree will just get 60 feet tall and 60 feet wide, and you're done. So yeah, but I want all those things. I want variety, so I manage them just enough, you know, just enough. But you can see everything is about at that range. Now, why that range? Well, because that's within range of basically my rule of thumb is to get to with my fruit picker, but easily get to it with my fruit picker. So that's the level. And you can see this mango kind of breaks that rule. But the mango, it's like mowing the grass. You just keep bringing it down, it comes back up. Keep bringing it down, it comes back up. So it's in a up phase. We'll bring it down again. And we'll get more of these. That's a good one. Yeah, so everything's kind of low. And even, you know, you look over at the old fig tree, same thing, low. Bananas, low by nature. And there's a banana up in there. Look at those bananas. Can you see them? So low, and then most of the bushes are low, but the mulberry tree, that's another good example. This mulberry tree, I have a few. You could just I bend those branches over. It doesn't really, you see how it has that weeping shape to it? It bends horizontally. That's because I bent those limbs down over time to go that way. I just kind of lightly crack them over time, and they get shaped to that direction. That's like kind of tree forming 101 for me, but yeah, that's a good technique too. See that seek right behind it? Same thing. I just bent those limbs over, just bent them gently, and you hear like a little cracking but it's just lightly, and then it changes the shape of it, and you can actually change the shape. You just lightly break it without hurting it too much, and it reheals. And yeah, anyway, see, a little trick. But the height in your backyard, if you're trying to pick things, is incredibly important, because you're just not probably going to get to that chocolate pudding tree that's 50 feet in the air. Let's face it. That's not what we're looking for. So hey, if you like these kinds of videos, these types of topics, then go ahead and subscribe to Eat Your Backyard, my YouTube channel, where I talk about things just like this quite frequently. And if you subscribe, you will be notified at the instant a miscellaneous whim approaches me, which I feel like documenting in a internet video. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate you. Eat your backyard.